I'm going to be spending 24 hours as Gyutaro in Roblox Demon Slayer. Okay, right, so playing as Gyutaros, I have the Kocho cleanse. I'm pretty sure Kocho does poison. If it doesn't, then stinker. And now the hard part, making it look like Gyutaro. Honestly, I think this is the best we're going to do. It looks a bit iffy, but it'll have to do. You know, from looking far back, it doesn't look half bad. It looks... No, it looks pretty bad. We're gonna go talk to Charles again. Apparently his name's Charlie. I thought it was Charles. So we're gonna call him... We're just gonna call him Chris. My family. Again, for the third time. See, you're still pretty stinky, Chris. I won't lie to you. Oh, he's poisoned. Look. Alright, come on then, Chris, mate. I feel bad for you. Yeah! Oh, Chris? Okay. And there we are. I failed. So when I spawn back in, I should be a demon. I feel weird, I don't remember anything. Oh, I look horrible. What is this? So what do I do here? Interesting. When you become strong, you took the alchemist to working your blood out. Alchemist. Are you the alchemist by any chance? Hello, I am an alchemist. Okay, yeah. Should I speak to Chris first? You know what? No, I'm ready. Alright, no, I'm not ready then. See, his name is Charlie. You know, you're Chris now. Family was attacked by demon bandits and our loud. I look like a unicorn. I need to switch this up, man. Oh my god. Reset your demon appearance. What does resetting? You know what? Tutorials aren't useful. I'm just gonna bite the bullet. Demon appearance? Yes. I look like ass. Oh, second time. All right, I'll take it. Nice. Now we are Gyutaro. All right, sick. I'm now bankrupt, and I have this pinkish hue to my skin, which doesn't look that great, but I look like Gyutaro at least. Start fighting the demon slayers outside the local village, and saw this demon. I feel like I could see its intentions, so I gave it a swift right kick to the chest, and it sent him flying, and as he should, started running away, as I would too. I am Upper Moon 6. Now, what was painful was like having to travel to all these different villages. I ran for such a long time till I found like the caverns and whatnot, and when we got to Hayakawa, my friend immediately died, so I was already on my own. Fighting normal demon slayers isn't too difficult for me. Using the heavy attack and just like break all the block. And what's really good is that when you eat a demon slayer, it gives so much food, like a ridiculous amount, which is great. But it didn't stay easy for me because a player demon with Uzui's breathing came up and he wanted to smoke dude, so I had to run away. And luckily I got away and kept fighting demon slayers until this guy showed up and absolutely rocked me. But hey, at least I can get my blood demon out now, right? Yeah, just kidding. Nope, I have no idea how much I need. So I got back to killing demon slayers, and let me tell you, nothing got easy for me because an Akatsuki member tried to take me down, and I was not winning this fight. I wasn't even close to winning this fight. To make things worse, Zenitsu came around the corner, thinking he might help me. Let me tell you, he did not want to help me. Not even my own demons wanted to try and help me. I spawned back in and started getting beaten up by this random demon person. And to be honest, I put up a really good fight. But his moves were just stronger than me, and I died again. I went back to the village and started fighting all these demon slayers, and I was doing bits. I was getting a lot of demon slayers, and I was kind of learning how demons just like fight, because demon slayers use swords. Demons, it's just pure black Air Force energy, just punching and kicking. That's all it was, and I thought it was quite fun. But I did get my ass rocked. But you gotta respect this guy. He's money motivated, doesn't care if you're a demon, he just sells to you. Got back to fighting demon slayers, and after a while I realized that I was kind of just like emptying Hayakawa with demon slayers, so I had to run all the way to another village to try and empty out those demon slayers instead. And after that, I tried my hardest to get back to the demon hideout place, and it took a while, but eventually I got there and spoke to the alchemist, who finally allowed me to take my blood demon art test. And I had all these like family member people, which I clearly didn't remember, but one of them stood up and I was freaked out, man, I tell you, dude. Sit your ass down. To complete this trial, you had to take down a demon slayer, which is something we apparently wanted to be, but became a demon instead. And the fight wasn't entirely difficult. I did beat it first time, but the game didn't like that. It wiped me. I was so upset. But after a while, I decided I'm just going to stick it through and got some help from people who are actually from my Discord server. So if you want to join, link's down below. And it was pretty cool. I felt like a king, you know. Like when I'd fight something or demon slayer would pop up, they'd take it down and bring me the body, so it's just pretty cool. And then Ezekiel here gave me an unbelievable amount of broken Nichiren swords. I couldn't tell you how much they were at this point in time, but we were here for a very, very long time.
Alright, only 50 more to go.
And if someone tried to like take the Nichiren swords or anything, they were on smoke straight away. Like they would fight anybody, no questions asked.
That guy Jane is also one of their support.
And then proceeded to try and kill the person, which was quite odd. Once I picked up the swords, I realized I had 126 broken insurance. I thought this was quite funny. A Demon Slayer trying to attack me out of all people and he just got destroyed. Like, he got destroyed. After I was done here, I decided I had to go to another village, and unfortunately Gary here just wouldn't take me. So we went for a road trip. I tried to get the attention of the others, but they were busy fighting. And once they were done, I explained that we were having a road trip to the neighboring village, and then we set off. And don't worry, my directions are no bad, but luckily these two here could just take me wherever I needed to go, which was fantastic. And apparently you can like dash when you're carrying someone. I think it's a bug. And then out of nowhere, I just died. But if you're wondering why we're going to this village, I want to look like Gyutaro again. And luckily this person right here, that's exactly what I need. And now we're Gyutaro again, just without the face. I took on the test again and died. And then I tried again, and this time I was alive at the start. And I wanted to regen my health, so I did some sit-ups for about 5-10 minutes maybe. Set off, and then I crashed. I got in, and then I died, and then I got in again, and then I died again, and then I died at the start again. And then I died again. And so I decided I'd go kill some Demon Slayers, have some food so I could regen, because I'd always run out of like regeneration every single time I loaded in. And this time, finally, it took so long, I took down the Demon Slayer test without this time getting wiped. But it did kill me at the end, so. And then Gabriele told me that I could look inside because I was ready, and I couldn't quite see what was inside the bowl. I had no idea what they were on about. But eventually I looked inside myself, the weirdo. Apparently it's inside myself, but I didn't have the right demon art, so I had to spend, I think, 500 Robux in total to finally get Gyutaro's Blood Demon art, which I think is actually quite lucky. So I wasn't complaining. And now we're officially Gyutaro, the Upper Moon 6 demon. Now best believe I went straight to the villages to try and test out my new Blood Demon art, and let me tell you, it works so good. Like before I had to be tactical somewhat, I still am of course. But oh my god, with the Blood Demon art, dude, I can destroy all kinds of Demon Slayers. And luckily these attacks as well do area of effect type of attacks. I think it's called AoE maybe. And it's so powerful, so strong. Apparently it was stronger before I started doing this, but it was so good. I went back to Chris, who gave me my very first mission. And all I had to do was take down some low-ranking Demon Slayers who were in the way of Muzan's plans. So I spawned in and died. And then I spawned in again and I died again. But then I spawned in and I was alive this time. And honestly, it wasn't that difficult. I only had to kill low-ranking Demon Slayers, and 8 of them to be exact. And I could take down 2 at a time, maybe 3 if I was lucky, and it was not difficult at all, since using circular slashes did such a high amount of damage and covered such a wide area that there was no Demon Slayer who could even get close to me to try and take me down. Once I finished, I was told that that man, also known as Muzan, was going to be really happy with me, and that everything I should do from now on should be directly from Muzan himself. And let me tell you, even though it's just Roblox, Muzan's pressure was definitely still there. He asked me to give him 30 broken Nichiren swords, and luckily for me, I had 147, so this was going to be very easy. I got given my very first mission by Muzan, which was to take down Urukadaki, a former Hashira who does water breathing. I'm sure we all know who he is. And this fight was not easy, but luckily, he was kind of broken. Like, sometimes he just wouldn't fight me, which is why I haven't shown much here, since he kind of just stood around. But when he did attack me, 100% I would have died, because he was very strong. Once I got back, Muzan told me that he had an invasion on a village that he ordered me to join. So before that, I wanted to test a theory I had, which I could try and eat meat instead of having to eat Demon Slayers, and it worked, and this was such a life changer. So now I could just eat meat without needing to go and kill Demon Slayers and eat them before I could go and do what I wanted to do. And by the way, I could now jump up the wall. We call this character development. I then switched to Muzan and started getting involved in the mission, and it was kind of iffy from the start because I wasn't kind of used to fighting breathers, and they could definitely do a lot of damage, but eventually I got used to how the fight would like pan out, and from then on it really wasn't a huge challenge for me. I could take down 1 to 2 demons, and it was basically the first mission just doubled in size almost. And my poison as well did some of the work for me, since they would just collapse after hitting me a bit too much. Then I found this like hanging demon slayer, which was pretty funny, and I just kind of messed around with it. I'm definitely becoming a demon now. I took down the final demon slayer, which made it 20 out of 20, and then I was issued my last battle. The battle with Grim, a retired pillar who used wind breathing. In this fight, very difficult. Almost everything he did was unblockable, so I had to dodge it instead, and I have never dodged like moves in my entire life playing this game. But after a while I got kind of the gist of it down, but even if I dodged him, he would dodge me and attack me afterwards. But eventually, after coming very close to dying multiple times, I got him down to a decent amount of low health where I could try and like be tactical about how I use my different moves and whatnot, since they did a lot of damage, to be fair to myself. And after a while the poison got to him and I won the fight. And that was my 24 hours as Gyutaro. If you enjoyed this video, check out this video where I played for 24 hours as Tanjiro in Roblox Demon Slayer.